when it says graph the linear equation, remember f of x is the same thing as y. So when you see f of x, just think of it as y. So you really have y equals negative 9x. When you have an equation that you're trying to graph and it's linear, it just means plain old x, plain old y, then you can always make a table of values. This is kind of the elementary way to do this if you're stuck. Make up some values for x. I always try to start with a negative value, 0 is a good value, and maybe a positive value. So if I plug in negative 2 for x, I would get positive 18 for y. If I plug in 0 for x, I would get 0 for y. If I plug in 1 for x, I get negative 9 for y. Always come up with 3 or 4 x values. Sometimes what you get is too big for the graph, which is no big deal. You only need 2 good points to make your graph. So if you use the table of values, your first point is 0, 0. So that's your first point. Your second point is 1, negative 9, which is down here. As long as you have 2 good points, you can make, and this is going to be rough because I'm hand drawing this, you can make a straight line through them. Sorry, that's not straight at all. But your graphing tool will make it nice and straight. Another technique to use is noticing what form the equation is in. This is called y equals form. And this is your slope-intercept form. So this is y equals mx plus b. Notice you don't have a plus b. So what you have is negative 9x plus 0. That's your starting point. 0, 0. That's your y-intercept. Again, using slope-intercept form. So that's that same point, 0, 0. And then your slope is negative 9. M is negative 9. And we can always put integers over 1. So from that starting point, we would go down 9 and to the right 1. So from 0, 0, if I go down 9 to the right 1, that's where my second point is. You can also reverse that and go up 9, left 1. And that kind of helps you draw a better line. Try that again. I'm freehanding this, so it's really rough. The blue and the red line are the same line. I just really messed up that drawing there. So you just need 2 good points on your graph, 0, 0, and 1, negative 9 are 2 good points. You can get that from a table of values by making up some x values to plug in, or you can get that from y equals mx plus b form.